Good afternoon. Today I'm here because I do occasionally, I do beer reviews with the beer reviewers occasionally, and mostly it's just Stout Sundays with John and Eli and Ron and Michael and a few other guys. But Alex the Beer Master appears on them, and I was on, I forget what it was, but it's been several months ago anyway. I was on one, and I had a bottle of this Hoften Dormaal Barrel Aged Project Dark Ale, a series of beers from the Hoften Dormaal farm, aged in the finest wine and spirits barrels from Europe. I have another bottle exactly like this one. This one's been in the fridge. It's starting to sweat. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of here. I really liked it, and so Alex, the beer meister, I told him, I said there was one more there. He said, go back and buy it and do a review on it. I agreed to it, but I just never have gotten around to it because, you know, it's one thing to do a few stouts. It's another thing to do something this complex. And this is a fairly complex one. This is produced and bottled at Hoften Dormaal, Dormaal Belgium. And I'm just going to have to say it letter by letter. www.htdoakaged.com, which is htdoakaged.com. That's their website. Imported by 12% LLC, Brooklyn, New York. And our beers are brewed at the Hoften Dormaal Farm, the ancient center of Lowendries Manor. Most farm breweries have disappeared, but we still brew and bottle our beers at the farm in our traditional way. The Dormaal beers are brewed exclusively with grain hops from our farm. So anyway, that's pretty interesting. They also have several different options. This is just two of the same, but I have seen this at another liquor store. Not this particular one, a different type. But they also brew, after they brew them, they age them in cognac, brandy, Armagnac, Grappa, Porto, and sherry barrels as well. They come in very limited quantities, and so I really kind of feel special to have gotten this one because this is aged in Grappa sour red barrels. The 2015 is the year, 12% alcohol by volume, and it's a limited edition. Only 1,440 bottles were put together. This it's 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. Ingredients: water, barley, yeast, hop, if natural flavors of the Grappa barrels themselves. So I'm sorry I'm giving a lot of information on this, but this is a first for me, so just bear with me. The sourness of our own sour strain and the sweetness of Grappa give an excellent combination to digest, I think so. But I don't know how to say that word. Digestate. This has been aged for 14 months. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it open. I've been in the fridge since yesterday, so I've kind of let warm up because it is a little better when it's not totally cold. I feel anyway. And I'm sweating. It's hot. I just got done mowing the yard, so what better time to have a good beer anyway? This cost me around 15 bucks for this beer, and so it wasn't cheap for this one beer. It's got a lot of dust up here. It's been around for a while. And anyway, 2015, 12% alcohol by volume. My experience now, I've got enough experience to say that that's not affecting its a lot of smoke coming out of that, or whatever it is. It's not going to affect how good it is usually. The higher percentage beers usually preserve much longer. You can cellar them. They stay around a little bit longer. Now, for 2015, 12%, That's a pretty good head on it it's made. It is dissipating fairly quickly, but that's still a good head for what we have. It's a dark beer. It's very dark in color. There is a slight red-brown tinge to it. Fairly carbonated. Still giving off good carbonations on the bubbles. And it is an ale, so I think, I can't remember, so I'm not going to say it. But ales are, one is top fermented, the other one's bottom fermented. And I can't remember if it's ales are top fermented and lagers are bottom fermented. So don't quote me on any of that. I ain't got it written in front of me right now, and I don't really remember that well. I really like this. I've already had it. I know what I'm getting into. It's been, I think February or March is when I had it. But I think it was March. I've never had Grappa in my life. But there is a sour, an almost red, slight red wine, but there's a very sour note coming across. I like sour beers. There's a very muted vegetative note that comes across in this as well. There's the maltiness, you get that. The hops, I think the sourness and the sweetness, that there is a sweetness coming across as well from the grappa that's there. I think that all masks the hops pretty well in this on the nose. There's a citrus component, a very subtle, it's not a bold citrus component like orange or lemon, anything like that. It's a very mild citrus component as well. I'm doing this all off the cuff. No notes on it. All right, let's dig in because it's a good one. You do not get the 12% alcohol. It does not translate at all. You do get a bitterness on the palate you don't get on the nose. It's not very bitter though. But that bitterness and that sourness offset each other. They work well in conjunction. There is a small, slight grape note that comes across here. We still have that vegetative note. And it's dark grapes, not light grapes. There's a dark note to it. And a little bit of the wood. There is a wood component here. And that wood component interacts. This is a very well balanced intermingled beer. Everything is working well, very balanced, very good. You get one, the other one starts to offset it, and they work in conjunction as it travels across your palate. Now, again, we're talking limited distribution. If you can find one, buy it. Hopefully you like it as well as I do. You better like Grappa though, or something of that nature. I have mowed today. I'm hot. This is cool. It's going down great. Which is probably making this all even better experience than maybe others will get. There's a nice tanginess there. It just right there on the back sides of your tongue, back into here. And I like it. I don't know what else to say about it. I give it a grade or score. Even though I'm not comfortable doing scores still, I do them because I have to, because Michael wants a score on it all the time. To me, this is a solid A. I'll give it a 95 out of 100. Oh, no, maybe a 96. Yeah, I think a 96 out of 100. It's better than a 95. It all sounds crazy. This is very good stuff, though. This is borderline A+. There's only a few beers I actually like better than this in this style. So we're splitting hairs when it comes to this one. And by being this style, meaning sour ales. But it's definitely a top 5 for me in my life in sour ales. That's why I bought the second one. Went back and bought the second one. Didn't take much encouragement. Anyway, I better sign off here. So everybody remember, in this case, the beer in your glass, which is still a spirit, isn't running from you. Take your time, sip it, enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. If you can buy, even see some of this, I encourage you to try it. I really do. This is if you like sour ales, I'll leave it at that. Everyone have a good afternoon. That maltiness is really kicking in now. It provides a lot of flavor. Later, everyone.